Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
What is going on, people? What is going on? You are not wrong. The title is real. The title is real. This man right here, y'all, it's official. It is official. He is a Liverpool player. Look at him looking real good there. Real good. You know I had to call on the big dogs. For this one, Grizz, brother, what's going on, man?
What's going on? You know what? I just realized. I mean, your intro, man. I'm humbled, man. You see that intro you got to start, man. I didn't know that shit, man. I just big beaming smile when I see my face upon your screen, man. Like I thought, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he looks apart, don't he? Those pictures, he looks serious with them tattoos, you know. Little secret.
Does.
You know, Conroy's got them tattoos as well, innit? But he don't show them. So.
What's going on, Conroy? You good, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm good, mate. I'm good. It's funny you say that, Grizz, because I don't, but I actually quite like tattoos. I probably will get a sleeve by the end of the year. But as I say, I think Nunez's are quite good. I didn't realise he had as many. Then obviously I saw the short sleeve top today. He's got quite a lot. One on his neck as well, hasn't he? So I might not get that one though. I'm not a big neck tattoo fan. So
now you got to be very confident of what you do for a living to get a neck tattoo, bro.
yeah. It's like I say, it's like footballers or like Travis Barker, footballers and musicians. You can do that, you're fine. But it's when you're doing a 95 and doing that, sometimes it depends. You've got to have a lot of bravery. Fair enough though.
Unless you want to wear polo necks every day, even in the summer.
Yeah. It better be a good tattoo. It better be worth it.
I just see the intro and obviously the pictures around it. You know, he's drinking that drink as well. Someone just told me what drink it is. You know the one Suarez drinks? People will know straight away in the chat. Man.
Is it I saw? Is it yard B or something like that?
Yeah. 1 second, right there. People are gonna know straight away before me. I'll tell you what it is exactly right now. That drink is yerba. It's a herbal tea that's commonly known as, it's like a South American tea, herbal tea.
Okay, yeah, a couple of people in the chat are knowing what it is. Yeah, I've never heard of it myself though.
Yeah, man. All the South Americans drink it, man. Messi, Neymar, Alisson, Suarez, they're always seen having it.
Yeah, they drink it in those. They have the
them
glasses. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It must be very addictive because they all drink it. I think obviously
all the big dogs drink it. So I'm just ordered my one on Amazon, innit? You know.
Do you think it's something like how like in England where we drink peppermint tea, like to settle your stomach? Do you think maybe it's something like that? Maybe.
I'm sure it's something because mate just texted me as well. He goes, "It's a herbal tea. It's an acquired taste, though." He says, like an intense green tea.
Okay. Oh, yeah, green tea. That makes me go toilet a lot still.
Yeah, yerba or something. Yeah, man.
There you go.
But boys, how are we feeling? I mean, he's got Divock shirt. He officially becomes the new D9, and it even makes sense. He's got
now I realized why you're so fucking eager to do this stream. Now I just fucking clocked on. You're smart.
Look,
he's got your boy's shirt. The legacy lives on.
The of it lives on. I mean, I'm gonna retire D9 because there's only one Origi, but you know what I mean. Maybe we can call him N9. It's still got a nice ring to it. Do you know what I mean? Still got.
Man, look, he's got the shirt. I don't know how permanent it's gonna be though. I don't know. It's a bit.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you guys think it would be disrespectful? Would you think it would make sense if Bobby did let him have the 9? Like, because you look at what Cavani went through with Ronaldo, when you can tell it actually bothered him, they took his number off him, even though he said it didn't. Do you guys think it would be disrespectful to Bobby to take the number 9, or like, how do you feel about it?
Conrad?
Yeah, to be honest, I think you need to earn your stripes in football. And I'll be perfectly honest, number things never really meant much to me. Everyone's different. I feel like you do your talking on the pitch, but some people have more sentimental value than others. But to be honest, not for me. This guy's a 22-year-old, great prospect, but Bobby Firmino is like a living legend at Liverpool. So not for me, but to be honest, I don't even know that would come into question in our type of team, like the culture we've got. I don't think there's that type of, I don't know what the word is, Grizz, you know, that, I don't want to say being vindictive, because that's not really the case, but Ronaldo's obviously got that ego, isn't he? To be that, wants that number. But I don't think this will be the case. I think he's maybe went with that number. I don't know if he's new Origi was it before, but it's probably a good number to have. And as Grizz says, maybe so, if Firmino moves on in the future, then he'll probably just take the 9. But I understand it.
Yeah, how do you feel about it, Grizz? Do you care about numbers at all?
Not really at all. It's a farce now, isn't it? Everyone just chooses whatever random number that means to them. You know what I mean? In the old school, you know, you knew what number 9 meant. You knew what your number 7 was about. You knew number 10 meant number 10, and you know, like you even like not you obviously know what position they meant, but it meant something. But now, just numbers willy-nilly in it, 23 and 66 and all kind of things.
See, I like when a player, let's see what Trent done. I like when players do that. They pick a random number that no one really has any feeling on, and then they make it their own, so it becomes that feeling. Like you could probably say Henri was like that. 14 became his thing. So I actually quite like when players do that. So yeah, I agree. Not really much in numbers for me.
Do you know when numbers died for me, guys? It was when Zidane took 5 at Real Madrid. I remember thinking, well, clearly numbers don't mean anything then. And then on top of that, when
Steve Sidwell got number 9.
When Gallas got number 10 at Arsenal, I was like, oh, look, this doesn't matter anymore, does it? Like, it doesn't matter anymore. So
was it Boularus got number 9 as well at Chelsea, didn't he? Boularus got number 9. So for me, that was when it died.
Yeah.
Oh, that fullback, that Dutch fullback, innit?
Yeah.
Is what it is. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now it's official. Because let's be honest as well, there is a little part of you that always thinks, as much as you know it's going to happen, until you see the pictures we're actually seeing today when it's official, you think, could something go wrong? Like I saw Fekir in the red shirt. I think ever since that day, I've always thought, until I actually watch it being announced officially everywhere, I do always think to myself, like, hold on a minute, like, you know, what's going on here? So now it's official, you know what I mean? Are you guys, because obviously I haven't actually spoken to you guys about Nunez, which is brilliant that you guys are here, because I've talked to the boys and I've talked to other people, but I'm over the moon with this signing. I've manifested this. This is one of the signings I wanted. I feel spoiled. I seem to be getting who I want, even though it's coming at a cost. I lost Origi and Mane in the same summer. That's a hell of a sacrifice for me.
It's
hell of a sacrifice for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I still wake up and forget Nunez and go, fuck, man, where'd they have to go? But I'll start with you on this one, Conroy. How are you actually feeling about Nunez?
Good, mate. To be honest, I'm feeling good. I wouldn't say I'm like, what's the word, absolutely get me off the ceiling, but I do think I understand the logic behind it and why we've purchased him specifically. I feel like I'm very happy we've got a striker. I mean, Grizz and yourself know about this. I've spoken about that numerous times. And a proper number 9. People can have comparisons. I think Jota does a great job, but for me, Jota's not a number 9. He does a good version of being a very good forward in the box, but I just think there's certain things someone like a Nunez can do that he can't. And for me, I think that was the right signing. As much as I think we're a very great team and score lots of goals, this is a good alternative option to have. In certain games, you've maybe seen that in the past. So, as you know, I've mentioned to you both quite a lot. So I was really happy with that. And when it came to the individual himself, I don't like when people say, oh, who's out there? But see, when you actually look at, we've done the graph, Evan the other night on Red Fellas, and Evan basically said the top maybe available, not even available, top 5 strikers, or roughly the top 5 strikers in the world. And now you've got Benzema, Haaland, Lewandowski, Nunez, and I forgot the last one. But if you look at those the actual established ones in that, 3 of them are over the age of 30, or a Kane as well, who's nearly 30. So when you look at that, this is the one that if you understand Liverpool's model and you look at the past, if they're going to go for this and they're going to go big, it is going to be with a younger player. Like, they're not going to spend 90 million on Kane and get him for 3 years. And I'd probably say Kane would fit us perfectly. They're going to look at someone who can last the future, can last a long time. And you know what? Worst case scenario, if it goes well but doesn't go amazing, they can probably make some money back as well. So I completely understand it. And to be honest, I think it's the right position. And I'm very happy. Very, very happy with that different type of option instead of getting a similar type of forward. A different options really, which is making me look forward to next season and see how we use them.
Riz, how about you, bro?
Yeah, pretty much the same, man. When you know our club spends big, you know they've done homework and research behind it, because we don't spend big, and we don't spend big and quick. So the way we just handle this, in terms of didn't let anyone else get involved, and the kid wants to come to us from early, it all points to a good. It points to a good vibes, man. Good relationship already. Especially, as I said, when the player wants you so bad, like this kid did, you know what I mean? You know the hunger and desire is going to be there. So in terms of fee, yeah, we can all debate it until the cows come home. You know what I mean? 50 million, 60 million, 70 million, 80 million. Who gives a shit? It's not our money. You know what I mean? As I've said, the big cats deal with that. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They decide how much he is worth or how much he's not, and all that business. We should just be happy that a player, sought after player, because after Haaland, after Mbappe, I'm trying to think what else that same age player is. Who else of the same age is most sought after? I'm struggling. I don't know. Chat can let me know. You guys can let me know. I can't think of anyone else that's, you know, on that pedestal that everyone's talking about. Obviously, Haaland and Mbappe are another level. But maybe a Felix, after a Felix, so that's top 3. But after that, Darwin Nunez is on everyone's lips, and you know we had to pay, in my opinion, a bit over the odds for him. But who knows that? How many times have we said this? Who knows that 70 million, 75 million we spent on Virgil looks a snip now? You know what I mean? How many times do people say, "Oh man, you know what? He's worth 120, 130 now." So who knows what this kid's going to look like in terms of market value 2-3 years time. So I'm good with it. I don't really care about the price. People, fans, media trying to bait us about the price. When we don't spend, they bait us. When we do spend, they bait us. Let them, man. It is what it is, man. We've got Darwin Nunez, and he's grown on me. The more I've studied him and watched him, he's grown on me. Conroy knows I'm not his biggest fan, but now he wears the red. Got to support him, innit? So now I've got to not change my mind on him, because I still think, even though at the time I didn't say I'm a big fan, I said he's got raw attributes that I like. I just think we needed a more polished, ready-made attacker. But I'm on YouTube, man. These guys that make the decision are the real deal, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, I find it amazing. Before I get into a few of these super chats, I find it absolutely amazing that all of a sudden in England we calculate transfers in euros now, innit? That's what we do. That's what we do now, innit? Now we calculate them in euros. I didn't know that. I thought we did pound sterling though.
Yeah. Don't know conversion rates now. Conversion rates don't apply.
You know what I mean? Like, I've never had to do so much Google convert before in my life. Because apparently it's 100 now, isn't it? Yeah. Anything to make it look like we spend more than we did, isn't it?
The way the media are doing that's so embarrassing. It's almost cringe, man. But
it truly is, bro. Even Sky Sports, euros. When do you ever calculate anything in euros, Sky? Like, come on. Anything to make it look like we spent more, to make it look more sensational.
Yeah. You saw that a lot more. Like, and Grizz knows I'm not like on Twitter constantly, but every time I was like finding stuff about Nunez, it was like I've never seen. There's usually a few, you know, obviously the foreign sources or like abroad sources that get retweeted, but there was so many like British sources or ones with that source, and it was like euro, and it was like it just amplified it. It's like
Brexit, innit?
I know. If you went on Twitter, mate, you would genuinely think Liverpool were spending 120 million on Nunez off the bat. There's the cash. There you go. That was mad.
Crazy. You know, I'm gonna actually get to the breakdown of that in a sec. Actually, let me just get through a few of these supers. Will, big up yourself. Would you have taken Jimenez pre-injury? 100%, I would have. Grizz, Conroy, would you have took him?
Yeah. No. Serious footballer for me.
Yeah. I've always liked Jimenez. I think especially in a system that wasn't Wolves, was maybe a bit more expansive. I think you could really get the best out of him as well. I hope he kicks on as well, because I felt that's some comeback as well to even be playing again. Yeah, 100% would have taken Jimenez.
100%. Big up Pimp as always, bro. Says big up my G's. I've been praising Nunez for days. So with the Godfather in the house, have to ask Basuma. Klopp wanted Shoe how many? I lost out. So why not Basuma? Grizz, what's the plan? ITK, bro. They want to know, bro.
Basuma just didn't want us, man. Unfortunately, Basuma, when we went for him, like not last January, but the January before that, was it last January? I think it was last January. Not this January, sorry, but the January before that.
Yeah.
We were told that Arsenal, he's waiting for Arsenal, and if Arsenal don't come in for him, he's more than happy to talk. But we don't deal like that. We don't mess about. If you don't want us, no problem. So we moved on. But it is what it is, man. Good luck to him. He's a fucking sick baller. And if Spurs have got him, fucking hell,
that clip looks good
it.
now, though, doesn't it? You know the clip when he's playing for Brighton and he's laughing at Arsenal left back. I forgot his name. And he's laughing, and I always thought if he signs for Arsenal, you never see that again. But if he signs for Spurs, you'll see that every North London derby.
And the funny thing is, he's so perfect for Arsenal. What they need, so perfect for them, but for whatever reason,
for Tottenham as well, which is kind of
to be honest with you, he's perfect for any team in the top 6 standard.
Yeah.
I think he gets into pretty much every top 6 team. Yeah.
Bar City. That's
Bar
probably
City, Bar City. Yeah.
If Spurs if they can, I don't know if they've confirmed Bentancur yet. I'm not sure if.
They have.
They have. So they've got Bentancur, Højbjerg, and Basuma now, and obviously they've got. I have to probably sell Winks as well. But what I mean
they're probably going to get Eriksen as well, bro.
And they do. So then they usually play 2 in the middle. So that's 4. Even if you don't like Højbjerg that much, that's still a good selection as well. So Spurs are doing business. Fair play.
No, they are. Big up William says Nunez looks a good signing despite his flaws in his all-round game, but we need 2 midfielders if we want to compete with City. Thiago is too injury prone. Obviously, we'll get onto the midfielder stuff tomorrow. As you guys know, we're going to be doing a show on the midfielders, so we will chop that up tomorrow. But big up yourself, Will. And Vitu, big up yourself, bro. Question for Grizz. With Nunez in, Ramsey on the way, Basuma potentially going Spurs, whose name that you've heard of might we be gunning for this summer or next summer in attack or midfield? People want to know, bro.
They're taking advantage, Grizz.
I was just going to say, you know, what you need to do is try and tune into the Tic Tac transfer show. That's all I'm going to say. So get subscribing to Grizz Khan TV and subscribe to my channel and tune in for the Tic Tac transfer show where we'll be talking names in the midfield and attack.
Come on, guys. You heard it, man.
Appreciate the super chat, though.
Yeah, definitely make sure you go and follow Grizz. Come on, guys. You should be doing that already, guys. Big up John. What's going on, bro? Grizz, my guy. Any news on Lucas Paqueta? Hey, very good player. When I'm manifesting, you know, boys. He is a talent.
Serious player, but nothing. I haven't heard nothing on us, but serious player.
Cool. Nice. So, guys, the plan is spread out across the 5 years, right?
6.
Meaning, is it a 6-year deal he's got? Oh, even better. So what we're doing is we're dropping about 1.7 mil a season, basically. Say 10.1 mil a season or whatever it'll end up being to work out. And people are crying about how much we're spending. Now, knowing that we've done this, knowing that we're spreading the cost, surely, if we was to say, get maybe, in fact, what is you lot's goal target for him? Because that seems to be what everybody keeps on going on about. Me personally, I think in the first season, he's allowed to have an adaptation, especially with him being so young. If he was maybe 25, 6, 7, I'd probably be a little bit more harsh in my judgment of how he adapts. But I think what people don't understand about being young is it's not just about your age with your football maturity. It's about dealing with the mood, being in the new country, dealing with the language, dealing with all the other stuff that comes with it. That not immaturity, but being younger is harder with. So that's why I think the younger you are, the more you should be given a bit of time to adapt. So I'll start with you guys on this one. What is your expectation for his first year as an attacker in Liverpool's team, goal-wise? Do you think he'll start every game? Will he get bedded in slowly? How do you think it will go for him in the first season?
I think we ignore the price tag, as difficult as it is, as difficult as the media are going to try to make us, not forget it. We have to. And I think we got the perfect coach to handle that side of things. And we already got established attackers and forwards at our club. That means he ain't got a whole heap of pressure. We still got Bobby, Jota, Diaz, Salah. We've got 4 established strikers, stroke attackers, whatever you want to call them, already there. So him, in effect, is coming in cold and raw as the 5th member. People need to remember that and deep that, because he hasn't played for us before, whereas the others have played and won things for us already in place. So the pressure's not there that he is the guy that needs to come in so we win stuff. You get what I'm saying? Those players before him have already enabled us to win stuff. So that's a whole heap of pressure that he don't need to deal with. But the kind of guy you can see he is, the way he plays on the pitch, you can tell he's confident. The way he played against Virgil van Dijk and Konate, you can tell he's confident. He believes in himself. Yes, a couple of times they showed him strength, like Konate a couple of times barged him off the ball, but he didn't shy away. He wanted more and more and more. So I think the confidence is there. And I think the finishing is definitely there. So it's up to us and him to adapt ASAP, create chances for him, because this brother will score. He will finish those chances, but we need to get him in those positions. And that's what this preseason is going to be about. That's why I'm so happy we got him nice and early. Go and have 2-3 weeks off now. Enjoy yourself. All locked up, sales done, signings done, everything's done. Now you just come and play. Now you just come and train with us. And I'm looking. Look, I've been baiting Chelsea fans and City fans, saying, look, if we go by your £100 million signings, you know what I mean? Lukaku scored 6 goals all season, and I think Grealish scored 1 or something. So if the brother gets 7, combines the 2 of your goals, he's had a season. That's the way I look at it.
In Havertz grid as well, at a cool 75 mil as well.
Add Havertz to the mix as well, yeah. So you know what I mean. If he gets all the combined goals of Havertz, Lukaku, and Grealish, kid's doing well.
Yeah, Pogba, how you feeling about his first season? What you expected?
Yeah, I think, like, not to be like, Grizz kind of smashed it there with the answer, but the thing is, right, it's very easy, and this is what social media, they try to make it, and Grizz said this earlier on Saeed's show. It was actually a really good conversation. You basically said that they're trying to make this a narrative like Haaland versus Nunez. One, I think Haaland's more proven, more experienced as well. I know they're about the same age, but genuinely, I think for me, it's just about integrating him in the squad. I don't know. I'm actually bored of saying how many times this happens. Like Fabinho looked out his depth for 2 months, right? People forget that. Robertson actually started a good game against Crystal Palace, got taken out for 3 months. Like he does. Even Thiago at times, obviously, there's other factors, but he's done this quite a lot. And I think when you've got a ready-made attack, as Grizz said, and people are forgetting here that this is a full season and a pre-season for Luis Diaz. And a lot of people, this is going under the radar. And I think we need to remember that. You talk about Mane going and his goals were dropping. But remember, Diaz, he's going to be ridiculous next season. So with that, I think Nunez will have time to come in. And Klopp will stick by that. He's not going to look at the price and change the way he's always operated. So for me, I think it's a good time to be in the team, to be honest. It's not like Grizz said, he's got to be the talisman, the main man, like Lukaku was the finishing piece. I think with Nunez, it brings us an option that we can look to use, and it's great for us. But I think, as I say, when you've got Diaz, Firmino/Jota, and Salah there, it's a perfect environment to come into. And also to add as well, he's rapid, and I didn't think he was that fast. So for him to come on in games, or even with the 5 subs as well, it's, for me, I think that'll just be great for his confidence. So that I completely agree with Grizz. That's, I think, the way we'll use him. And this narrative of it being like how many goals he's going to score. See if he scored 5 goals and win the league, couldn't care less. It's just about him gelling with the team. That's the most important thing.
Funny enough, I mean, I don't want to make it a thing, but what's kind of mad is I do agree that we shouldn't be doing this Haaland versus Nunez thing, but I guess it's natural because it's City and us. They play the same position. They both even have a man bun and all that kind of stuff. So it's very easy to make the comparisons. But what's mad is that I know you just said that Haaland is more tested or more kind of like seasoned. Is he really though, if you think about it? Like, if you actually, they've both pretty much just been good for 2 years. Haaland's had way more hype about him. But if you really think about it, would you say he's more seasoned? I mean, Nunez just had a brilliant Champions League campaign with Benfica, scored against all the big teams, which I think everybody wants to ignore because they just want to say, oh, the Portuguese league isn't good. Okay, well, what about all the goals he scored in the Champions League then?
No,
Against pretty much all the big teams they played.
I was saying maybe sample size is bigger with Haaland, what I've proved, because he even scored in the Champions League for Salzburg as well. And then, to be fair, I know the league probably suits Dortmund at times with the higher lines and space in behind. But I do think I would say more a sample size. That's why I'd say he's a bit more seasoned, drifty, like he's been consistently doing it. But listen, you might have a point there. Listen, I was impressed with Nunez. I didn't think he was that good when I played him. I thought he was good, but I didn't realise he was that fast. A lot of strikers we see, Martinez, I think Martinez is brilliant, but you've seen even him against Van Dijk kind of be unsure what to do. Nunez was direct, went for him, and you tried to feed on. He's not got any weaknesses, Van Dijk, but he tried his best to find any. So, yeah, I get what you're saying, mate, but for me, I just think Haaland's answered a lot of questions for a longer time. But we'll see what happens this season. I just think people are looking at Haaland as, like, as Grizz said, the Mbappe-Haaland level. That's been a narrative for about the past year and a half, 2 years. And I don't think Nunez has had that around him. So that's why I'd say more seasoned. I would go with Haaland.
Yeah, I'm not even against it. And I think Haaland's a better player. I don't think that's even a question. I just do find it a bit weird how much, there's always those players that come with that hype and it's football fashion. I do see a little bit of that with the narrative because I just think, well, Nunez has pretty much done all the things Haaland did to get that hype, scoring big games in the Champions League, do well for his club. You know what I mean? And just, I don't know.
Hopefully it works out like Jota and Werner. Everyone believed that and everyone was like, why are we signing Jota? And then, what happened that way. So sorry, Grizz, on you go.
No, I was just going to say, the way I look at it, and again, I don't know if anyone heard me on the Saeed's channel, but basically I want to repeat myself. What I said was, the way I look at it is, you see how Haaland had a season in Austria where he smashed it. That's the season Darwin Nunez has had in Portugal, and so that's one season each they've smashed it. And then obviously Haaland went to Germany and smashed it as well, and so that's why the stage is set for Darwin Nunez to come to the Premier League and smash it as well. Even though the Portuguese league and the Premier League is far harder than the Austrian league and the Bundesliga. You get what I'm saying? So from that angle, if you want to really, really deeply analyze it, it's similar trajectory. The way Haaland smashed it in Austria in one season, that's the way Nunez has smashed it in Portugal for one season. Now, obviously, the next test is going to reveal more. So, yeah, of course I get that. But the stage is set for him, man, and he looks confident guy.
Funny thing is, Chris, you say one season, and I get that because he got 39 GA last year, which was absolutely amazing. But he actually got 11 goals and 10 assists in the season before that as well. 21 GA for a 20-year-old at the time. That was still a brilliant season. Do you know what I mean? So he's actually had 2 very good seasons in Portugal.
There you go. I didn't even know that. I know he didn't score
injury. Yeah, I had an injury, didn't it? It kind of held back his game time, I think. And was it Seferovic?
Yeah, he played less games in the first season. Yeah.
That's even more impressive then. That's what I'm saying. And, again, it's always, you're right. It is all about having the right marketing team around you, the right, sponsors around you to get that hype going. Yeah. And sometimes it could be just hype and the way you market a player. And, again, obviously being an ex-footballer's son as well. The hype around Haaland, look, fair play. He's a fantastic baller. I'm not saying he's not a fantastic striker. What I'm saying is this guy could be on that level, but I'd give him another season to start comparing him. I wouldn't compare him. It's an unfair comparison.
100%. Speaking of legends as well, what's going on, Ryan, brother? What's going on? Welcome to the Nunez party, bro.
Good evening, sir. I'm not going to burst you guys' bubbles, but I have to let you guys know this. I post the picture on Instagram, and a big journalist from Jamaica reached out to me. DM me, have the audacity for DM me, and say I'm going to be the next big flop like Andy Carroll. Mr. Bridging, why you so naughty? Just because he never come in your club, him turn down your club.
Let them be, bro. Let them be. I'm hearing De Jong might get stolen. They're salty at the moment over there on the red side of Manchester, bro. Leave them be, man.
But I'm gonna take back my words when I say about him. Friday, I went on the zone and watched some Champions real game of Benfica last night. I may I tell you, a very good player. And I just get a quote from Luis Suarez. Before him signed for Benfica, Suarez was telling Barcelona about a young man here. But the fee that the club want, Barcelona couldn't afford it. And Benfica get him. Suarez has been in international football for the last 15 years. He knows good quality striker.
Little background.
That's the tunes on. That's the tunes on.
Funny enough, he went. Was it 21 million he went to Benfica for? Wasn't it?
24 million. 24 million.
24. Okay.
That was their record.
That's the most expensive player in Benfica in the history of Portugal football. So, as I said, in first season, he didn't do well. He didn't do bad. And I'm really looking forward to see him in this Liverpool shirt to get the legend number. I feel much more better to see the legend going away and then a next man going to make him name it at that number. I really feel confident. And I just want to see Liverpool just go out and get a proper midfielder now where he can unlock the defense. You know what I mean? But I think him going to be a success. Watching about 3 games I sit down last night and watch.
Yeah,
I
agree with you, bro. That's why when people were saying things to me about why am I so happy, I said, look, it's not YouTube compilations. I watched the Champions League games, and that is of an elite level of football. Barcelona, Ajax, even like I know people will always say, is it because he did well against you? Let's face it, though, guys. If you're gonna play well and you want to show you're a good striker, what better defense than the Liverpool defense, right? It's not just about the fact that because we watched him against us. We know how good he is because he gave us a torrid time. He scored 2 offside goals and he scored 2 brilliant goals that counted. I mean, what better defense to prove your worth, right? So the Champions League games are what I'm going off of why I believe that he's definitely of a level. So I agree with you, Ryan. If you watch the Champions League games, that's where you'll get an idea of how good he is.
He tear PK apart in the Champions League. Barcelona have ended up taking off PK. Because he won't stop till him get a red card and they have to take him out. He's a quality player. People have to just give him the time and all of this stuff. Right manager to take him to that next level. I trust what Jurgen Klopp doing at Liverpool and I have no confidence this boy going to be a success. And he's totally different from the rest of our striker. Right? He's much more clinical. When I look at him finish or him open up, he just need one. And one of the big problems they have with him at Portugal, I was doing local research. One of the big problems they have with him, the first season when him come, and him didn't step up to score on a big team then, he really showed that in the second season. You know? So I'm really looking forward to seeing Bridging. I feel like I love for the season start this month, but patience is the key because I don't want to go back another mood or the Champions League where I have to go back too much painkiller. So me I go and humble and I watch it. You see me as a Grizz? Now overhype and think, mash me up. So I take my time and watch Liverpool, I sign some more players. So Grizz, so we say we get 2 more players or 3 more players?
But shut up with the questions, man. Best way to be, man. Listen, best way to how you said you're gonna deal with Liverpool this season. That's the best way, man. Relax and enjoy it. I know you was disappointed and a bit sad at the end of the last season, but it was still a joy to chat to you and interact with you, man. So, you know what I mean? More blessings and more happiness to come our way, hopefully, this season, Bridget. Definite.
Yeah. Just let me get through a couple of these supers before we finish up. Big up is always Jamrock. Absolutely need another forward. Right forward, leave. Basically don't want to put the actual name in there. I get that, Jam, but let's cross that bridge later. I don't even want to think about
Fair point, but yeah, another day.
That's why the Rafinha link started to scare me a bit. At first, I got excited. I was like, "Oh, then we did buy him. Would that mean?" And I just thought, you know what? Not even going there.
Yeah.
Big up Matt's hairline as always. I love Grizz, and I know he loves me too. Hashtag Darwin Day.
100%.
Jamrock again. Thoughts on Mateus Nunez? Quick feet. Don't know. Guys, do any of you actually know anything about him? Because I'll be honest, I don't know anything about him. Do you guys know anything about him?
Good player. Good player. We are interested in him. It wouldn't be my number one choice, but we are interested in him. Good player. Man City are interested in him as well. So, I mean, he is sought after. And we do like the Portuguese market.
Yeah, would find that'd be Benfica, Sporting, and Porto in the front three.
Yeah, look, that complete. I think Rich, you put something out in it saying should we complete this set and go and get
he's the one. He's the one that we want from Sporting. So let's see how it goes. But it's early stages. But yeah, he's physical. He's strong. He's quick. He plays like a box-to-box midfielder. He wouldn't be my choice, but again, fuck me, man.
A big up promo. He's manifesting. And Fabio Vieira, both technical ballers that we lack in our midfield. I do like the look of Vieira. I'd much rather Paqueta though, much rather. But Vieira does look good. Obviously, he's young, so you know it's one of those ones. So boys, before we close out, is there anything anybody else wants to touch on Nunez? I'm gassed. I'm over the moon, and I can't wait for this. I think he's going to be a killer within 6 months to 18 months. I think he's exactly what we need. I think it's going to be a lot harder to get over Mane leaving than people are realizing. I think a lot of people are emotionally upset about it, as like I am. But on the pitch, this is a major replacement needed to be as clutch as Mane. He's our biggest big game player. His injury record is impeccable. His mentality, even the way he got through that bad patch. There's other players that would have died in that bad form. He was still scoring goals while playing badly, got through it, ended up finishing the season one of the best players in world football again as he is. And to be honest with you lot as well, guys, on the Mane thing, not to go on a tangent, but 120 mil Real Madrid played for Hazard at 29 years old. Mane just turned 30. I've got to be honest with you, Bayern should really be having to cough up 60, 70 million, you know. They really should. We're really being honest. And we should actually never speak to them again for that 20 million plus 6 mil if he wins 3 Ballon d'Or. Are you taking the piss or what? What? That would be like me coming in one of you lot's house, sitting down, getting your missus to cook me food, and then saying it was a crap meal and smashing a plate on the floor and walking out. The disrespect. Disrespect. I mean, we shouldn't even talk to them again.
Yeah, I know, but in fairness, like I agree with that completely, mate. But if you look at it from Bayern Munich's point of view, they gave Thiago for 25 million. So like they're probably looking for a little bit in back as well. It can't just be all Liverpool side there. You've got
goals of currency though, Conway, bro.
I get that. I'm not. No, the reason I'm saying that, mate, is that's why I think when you look at those figures, maybe even the Hazard transfer as an example of why they don't do that, because that's just worked out terribly. But for me, I think what they're saying, and Grizz has mentioned before, see like a 40 million, even 45. I think that would what was the word, appease all parties. But obviously that Ballon d'Or clause was just it was actually very reminiscent of Wenger for Suarez, the 40 million with £1. It was just unnecessary. So yeah, I'll see. I don't know, mate. I think it's going to be really hard without Mane, especially you talk about availability as well. This is a key thing that people, I think, kind of Wijnaldum fell into that as well, that people just kind of gloss over that, being able to play so many games. It's going to be hard, mate, but I feel like a full pre-season, we've got Nunez in now, we've got Diaz, we'll get to see what they're like with a full pre-season as well. And I think actually there'll be a few players that'll be good for the rest. They'll be very, very wanted for certain players, because towards the end they looked a bit leggy. So I think with all that kick on next season, I think it's going to be exciting, mate. It's going to be sad because Mane, I'm gutted, but I think there's a lot to look forward to.
A lot of people forget that Mane had that 4 months out with a meniscus injury in his first season as well, and recovered from that like it never even happened. That's a bad injury.
Moved to left wing like it was nothing, mate. People forget how good he was at right wing as well. He moved to accommodate Salah. People forget that.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, Grizz, any last thoughts on how you feeling about the Nunez situation?
Yeah, man, excited, man, excited, just like the other guys. You know what I mean? Just want to see him start and play. Go and rest himself now, and makes it makes preseason exciting as opposed to boring. You know what I mean? Preseason kind of drags on normally, innit? We just want to get into the real stuff, but this season could be an exciting preseason, man, and chance to see all these guys link up and play up. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm equally as excited to see Fabio Carvalho. I keep saying it.
Great point.
I'm gonna keep speaking on this kid. I'm gonna keep speaking on him because he's gonna be special. I'm telling you guys now.
No, great point as well.
And I just remembered as well, if Bayern Munich want to talk this much crap, we should just be like, look, it's Gnabry or nothing.
See, I spoke to him about that the other night, and he gave me the most kind of vague answers, like, you never know. And I was like, if we're going to think about, we don't want to talk about the replacement for RF, as Jamrock said, to me, that would be the one that could carry that amount of goals or close to that amount of goals. Not the same, but could definitely chip in with a lot of goals would be Gnabry.
100%, bro. And he can play across the front as well. He's very flexible, so he could be like Mane, where you can play him anywhere. And you know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, that's what we should be like. Look, shut up, give us Gnabry, or don't come back.
A trade deal on Pez, the trade deal, just a trade deal, nothing else, just switch numbers. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, look, you're the ones who've got the striker who's publicly said he doesn't want to play for you, right? So you have to go and make a replacement. So you either take this or you piss off. Do you know what I mean? It's what it is. Trying to the cheek of it. Ryan, any last thoughts on Nunez before we leave out, bro?
I just want to see him do good, and I want to wish Mane all the best. I'm gone. Unfortunate, Gifty, sorry. We get back to my four minutes to Bayern Munich do it, so we have to just live with it. It's part of sport, it's part of life. You understand, bud? Trust me, I would love to keep Mane and let him go for free. I swear to God. It's so nice.
That's what we're willing to do if they won't meet the valuation. I don't know how true that is, but you never know, bro.
I would love FSG more for that. If they do that. If they do that, I would love them more. You understand? But letting go in money, it's hard. But that's part of life. You have to just move on and things. It's part of life. And the greatest thing we get are younger, better. I'm looking in the hindsight, better. He will do better. Klopp did it. Trusting in the father. But trusting in my father, same I go polish it up and do the right thing and get the job done and everything. But big up to Mane, all the best with the Bayern Munich career. Nothing but love for respect for the legend. I have to respect the legend. You understand? Nothing bad. He might leave in a good term and just keep it that way there. Let's see if we can win the Premier League. Can't bother we are getting more 90, 98, 97 points on now in the Premier League. We can't deal with that, bridge. We want to win them big trophy, bridge. Need to win them big trophy. So we have to go out there and go spend the money.
100%. 100%. Let me just finish up with a couple of these supers before we bow out. Promo. No, I've done that one, haven't I? Yeah, so I've done that one. Promo again. Would you take De Jong if it meant losing Thiago? Anyone want to take that one?
I don't want to imagine losing Thiago.
No, yeah, 100%.
Thiago's, De Jong, just on that, I can't see him going to United. I feel like someone else will step in. That's just me. I think
City, bro. Apparently, City are considering.
Is it? Yeah, he's for me. I think in a very good team. Like he's done good in a Barcelona team that's had lots of problems. I think in a top team right now, I think he could be there for like 8 years. I think he's a brilliant player.
Yeah,
not listen Thiago, 100% with Chris.
The Young just doesn't want United. He just really does. I'm hoping Anthony turns around and goes, "Yeah, do you know what, Ten Hag? You're gonna be 5 Hags soon. No, I'm not coming either. I'm not coming either." And Khalid, big up, says Thiago had 6 months to go. It was what? Was it a year or was it 6 months he had left?
The same thing, like he was going into his last season, in it. So last year.
I do remember. But yeah, well, guys, as always, appreciate you guys jumping on last minute. As always, that's always love, guys. Make sure you go and check out everybody's channels as well. Do you know what I mean? Come on, you guys should be supporting these guys already. brilliant content as always. And as you guys know as well, Conroy and Grizz have got their shows as well. So make sure you check that out. I'm not going to lie, I do love the banter with you lot on the show. It gives me joy, man. It gives me joy. I love it.
Yeah.
Especially the argument.
Grizz comparing me to Milner all the time, just like hinting that you'll be off soon. That's it. He just calls me Milner.
I'm honest, guy, nowhere, Conroy.
That's
What Grizz means is
basically
you're
every
always going to
time.
be around,
Every
bro.
time he signs like extension, I'm like, yes, another year. I'm joking.
Jembro, I didn't see one come through, bro. Which one was that, bro? Is there a set? Jembro, send it through again as a non-super, bro. I didn't actually see any other ones come through for me, bro. Let me know what that was quickly before we leave out.
Oh, he said Grizz didn't. I'll read it out. Grizz didn't Basuma turn us down in the winter. No, it was January, so not this January, but the January before. That's when he turned us down.
So we did officially go in for him.
Yeah, we did, yeah. But he was waiting for Arsenal at the time, who fluffed their lines and fluffed everyone's lines. Now Spurs have got him, so.
I mean, we got to be honest. That shows a different level of mentality anyway. Maybe we're better off about him. Are you waiting for Arsenal? I've never heard that saying in my life. Who waits for Arsenal?
That's what
even their legends are coming out saying they wish they played for Liverpool. Who waits for Arsenal?
I don't know if it's maybe the lifestyle. Maybe I don't know. Wants to
London. He wanted London. He wanted London. So
ask Torres how that worked out.
Good point. Very good point.
Listen, I live in London. It's overhyped, you know. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. Like I don't get it. I love London. Don't get me wrong, but when people say they want the lifestyle, I'm like, what? Grey clouds, dirty pavements, or what lifestyle? I don't get it.
It is what it is, exactly.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like maybe they just want to live fug life. I don't know, but you know, London ain't all it's cracked up to be. London isn't just Oxford Street, Piccadilly, and Leicester Square. People like it isn't. You know
for every Oxford Street, there's a Walthamstow. People that know will know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, it's not all Edgware at midnight. That's beautiful. You drive down Edgware at midnight. It's a beautiful sight, but it's not all like that. You know what I mean?
I big up people in case there's some people from Walthamstow. Big up. I'm born and bred there, man. I'm joking. I'm joking before people come for Walthamstow. You know what I mean?
But no, as always, guys, love. And like I said, guys, make sure you back everyone. I'll have the description for everyone in the chat as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but again, love, we've got him in. He's a Liverpool player. Let me just get that shot up one more time so everybody can see it. It's a beautiful sight. Give me a sec. Why does this thing always want to run slowly whenever I'm riding?
It's what it does, mate. It's what it does.
Always the way, bro. We normally blame the Scottish Wi-Fi. You ain't got no.
Yeah, I know. the Partick Thistle Wi-Fi, as Grizz calls it. Even though I'm about 60 miles from there, but still.
But there you go. Look at it. Wonderful sight. D9 is back in the building. You know what I mean? It's I'm excited, man. I'm absolutely.
See, just on that, guys. This is my ignorance. Did he have Darwin at Benfica, or was it Nunez at Benfica?
Yeah, Darwin. Yeah, Darwin.
Yeah. I kind of like that sometimes. I quite like when you put that. I like it. Yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, Darwin Day.
Darwin Day. It really is. It truly is Darwin Day. And you know what as well? It kind of shows that you've got that little bit of something about you. I think when you like to do those little things, I like that stuff. I like characters. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be boring, man. And you need characters. And that's one thing I love about our team. When you watch celebrations, when you watch behind the scenes, when you watch stuff, the camaraderie and the way we are as a club is amazing. I don't mean to send shots, but I watch some other stuff out of curiosity, and it just looks very boring and dead. And do you know what I mean? You know, like, I don't know, we used to walk into the retail, not head office, you know, like the cafeteria area or whatever, and everybody just was like, yeah, I just can't wait until 6 so I can go home. Yeah. That's what it looks like when you see the Man City and all the other, you know what I mean? Like that, they don't look like they're having fun. They don't. When you see ours, everybody just looks like it's a buzz. It's amazing. You need the characters to create that, man. So I'm all for that.
I think with his background, Drifty, as well, like I think his mentality, he's had to, like you mentioned, his mum and stuff had done a lot for him when he was growing up. So you could tell he's got that mentality at a young age that he just wants to go to the very top. And I think there's probably a few characters on a team like that. And I think it's very difficult when you're at the top to keep that hunger. And Klopp's somehow manage to do that constantly, and that's probably the hardest part. And again, I think this player falls into that category. And it's for me, I think it'll just add to that environment, which is great for us.
Yeah, 100%, man. Well said. Couldn't agree more. So, boys, we'll be back tomorrow. Any shows coming up in the next 24 hours that the guys need to know about from you guys?
Yeah, we got the Tic Tac transfer show tomorrow. We're not sure on what time it's going to be, but look out for that. And that's it, man. Just subscribe and have your notifications on, so we don't need to keep telling you, innit?
And he'll tell you what midfielder we're going to get if you tune in. So just head along tomorrow night.
That's right.
There you go. If you don't need more encouragement to go and watch the show than Grizz giving off some of the ITK right there. Come on, guys, make sure you get over and support as always. And yeah, boys, it's always a pleasure to have you lot on. Thanks again. And Nunez is a red. We'll catch you tomorrow, people. Peace.
Yeah.